And welcome back to Mellow Magikarp's Sun and Moon to Lost Thunder Gauntlet live here from Tabletop Village. My name is Primetime Wizard TV, and I'm joined here by the one and only Alex Cook. How's it going, Alex?
Oh man, it's going great. Time of recording, we just got done finishing up with some Silver Tempest release.
Woo! And it's been really fun. But right now we're going we're going with a blast from the past. It's gonna be Zoroark Weavile versus White Kyurem. Tell us about the decks here.
So White Kyurem was kind of a rogue deck. People thought the format was kind of solved up to this point, and then there was a regionals, I think, in London somewhere, or in the UK, where Alex Dow and some of his friends played the same 60 all the way day 2, and people were like, oh shoot, this format's not solved. It really revolves around White Kyurem's Freezing Flames, just being able to hit like really good numbers. 160, Choice Band is 190, and then Double Shrine Ticks is 210, which is perfect Zoroark math, which is the deck on the other side. Zoroark being paired with Weavile and Lycanroc. It's a Weavile Lycanroc deck with a nice 2-2 Weavile line shoved in the middle of it to kind of put your opponent on uneven prizes and kind of have this single prize attacking option.
For sure, and something of note, again, White Kyurem has 130 HP, max damage output for Zoroark to be 120. We're going to see here the Zoroark player go first. It's going to be the Tapu Lele turn 1. Love to see it. That means you get your ideal turn 1 supporter, and it's going to be the Professor Elm, able to find 3 Pokemon with 60 HP or less. It's going to be a Zorua, a Sneasel, and a Ditto, a Prism Star Ditto, again with the Almighty Evolution, able to evolve into literally anything in the deck. And something of note, there's a couple of little tech cards here in the Zoroark deck. They do play Marcargo, which is the smooth over Marcargo. Look for anything you want in the deck, put it on top, and then draw it with Zoroark. Or the Power of Alchemy Muck. Which would you play here in this scenario?
In this matchup, Macargo is definitely the option. There's not a lot of bench or basic Pokemon that want to shut off with Muck, so Muck is just trade fodder. Macargo being able to find DCEs and unit energies and a whole bunch of other stuff. Definitely the better option here.
For sure. All right, now we're going to the White Kyurem player's turn. We do see an attachment there to the White Kyurem and the Wishful Baton. For everyone not familiar, Wishful Baton, this is attached to a Pokemon. If that Pokemon is knocked out, you move all that energy to a singular Pokemon, or can you split it?
Single Pokemon.
Single Pokemon.
It's like an EXP share on steroids. It's
sure.
Huge. It's huge. Not a lot of people stopped playing Blower towards the end of the format. It really wasn't a popular card during the Twilight era of this, so you could really abuse this Wishful Baton strategy.
For sure. And yeah, so that energy should be safe because the Zoroark player does not play any Field Blower. We do see a Timer Ball earlier. One Heads gets the Zoroark. We see a trade here. Looks like, I believe that's going to be Elm for the turn.
Yeah. And I think I remember asking you, are you gripping the Devoured Field here? And is it a turn 2 knockout against White Kyurem is really detrimental, because usually you're leading a White Kyurem or you're leading the Arceus Prism Star, which both are a little bit more difficult to get knocked out.
For sure.
What's the count of Devoured Field?
The Devoured Field, I believe it is 2. 2 Devour Fields, yes.
Okay, yeah.
And we did have it. That means we did have the turn 1 knockout. You're going to go ahead and Lily here. Wishful Baton into the active. Pretty interesting. Probably just to get the full draw there on the Lily.
Yeah.
And there we go. We see an Aqua Patch. You're able to attach a Water Energy from your discarded pile to one of your Pokemon. You attach a Fire Energy onto the Kyurem. Again, we talked about it earlier. Freezing Flame, 80 damage. But if you have a Fire Energy attached, it does 80 more. So 160, not too bad. And we talked about the Shrine of Punishment as well. So there's going to be a lot of damage going on the board. I believe it's going to be 170 onto the Zoroark and 10 damage on the Tapu Lele. Shrine.
The 6th card off the Lele was the Aqua Patch needed. So it's really awkward having this Wishful Baton on a Pheromosa. You're really not going to get much value out of that, but really needing to hit the Aqua Patch attached since Zoroark was going fast.
For sure, and we definitely got it. Let's see here. As a Zoroark player, we do see the Weavile come down. Again, that is Evil Admonition. This attack does 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon that has ability. There's no ability, but that's a big supporter there. Yeah. That's the Acerola. If I just pick up a Pokemon with any damage, and all cards attached as well, and just like that, we heal up a Zoroark, get a fresh one in, we get to trade again, and yeah, we get the double colors attached to the active, and this seems pretty good. We're not taking a knockout, though. That is pretty important. Something we need to find another Devour Field. We can't play something like Kukui, but we've already used the Acerola for turn I think it's just going to be 120 damage.
Yeah, I don't even remember what the discussion was here. You were talking. I don't really need to hit the Devour Field because you can get the return KO with Weavile. But maybe you'll hit it off this trade.
And we'll have to see here. Trade again. Discard 1 card. Draw 2. Very powerful ability. Probably meta-defining in this format for sure.
Definitely. I mean, a quarter of the decks in this tournament are Zoroark, which was a little low if you ask some people. I think most people are like, oh man, if you wanted a real reflection of the meta, about half these things should have been Zoroark decks.
Looks like we're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here. Maybe something I should have done was... We're finding the smooth over here, right?
I just took you definitely found the smooth over here. I took a peek at unless you're trying to dig harder, you're getting Shrine Ticked, so you don't want to like go into Zoroark and miss. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely go to Acerola on top because the Wishful Baton's there. The Choice Band's not going to come down. You're not getting one shot. It definitely is going to be the second Acerola.
For sure.
I peeked at my hand, by the way. It is bad.
Well, no spoilers here until now. And yeah, we do see... Oh! Top deck into the Lily! Not so bad anymore. We do see another Wishful Baton there attached to the White Kyurem. And you technically have a train going here. And surviving a turn it's definitely huge, right?
Yeah. The Wishful Baton is on the White Kyurem, so I saved the fire energy there. You would hope to find another White Kyurem, like a Rescue Stretcher or something, and attach to that. That would have been the goal, but now you have this water energy as a pivot because your backup White Kyurem is going to be Wishful Baton too. Mm-hmm. So having this energy on the Blitzel means you can promote it, retreat it, and now it's Aqua Patchable for the following Kyurem.
For sure, and we're going to see here the Freezing Flame going on to the Zoroark, but that damage is not going to stick here in my opinion. We do see a trade here, just drawing 2. Trade before the Smooth Over, something of note. There we do see the Acerola picking up that Zoroark. We're going into the Weavile here, because all we need is 10 damage, and Weavile does have the Icy Wind attack. Since that does 10, exactly 10.
That's all you need.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to see the Palpad played here. Palpad shuffle in 2 supporters, and the 2 supporters of choice, if I had to guess, is going to be the 2 Acerolas you see there. And we probably smooth over one of them back on top. Well, not necessarily this turn, right? It'd be nice.
You can get it next turn.
Yeah, so what do we grab here? The Devoured Field for next turn? I feel like that could be something.
100%. Yeah, you're going to grab one of the 2 pieces. Mm-hmm. There's no reason. I mean, you're going to get one this turn, the other next turn.
For sure.
This goes to show how powerful that turn 2 knockout really was, because White Kyurem loves to have a choice band for a clean knockout on one of your Kyurems. You don't, yes, we're leaning on these Wishful Batons is cool and all, but there's just no way to one-shot this Zoroark.
Yeah. We do see you just go into the Blitzel hand. You're going to play the Rescue Stretcher, which again, for the second effect, shuffling 3 Pokemon back into the deck. I think that is very important for sure. And just a Cynthia, nice, clean, fresh 6 cards there. Let's see, again, I think you're looking for, again, you mentioned earlier, another White Kyurem, potentially 2. I think ideally you get 2 attached to one of them, right? Because there is a Wishful Baton attached there. At any point, do you think Arceus, Prism Star Arceus is in the deck? I think it's a little bit too late for that.
Yeah, you know that it's not going to get one shot, though, so you can go up and, tickle a Zoroark and maybe get a nice retreat or not retreat, but, a 2-shot going, no backup Kyurem.
No backup Kyurem. That is going to be tough. But again, you can just Wishful Baton all the energies into that Pheromosa. Maybe that's a way to just get into another Kyurem, potentially. So maybe that Wishful Baton not being wasted here since you didn't get the Pokemon.
Correct. Yeah, I mean, you're forcing your opponent to say, hey, you need to knock out this Pheromosa. But, I mean, with 3 prizes left after this turn, assuming that you're smoothing over the correct pieces here, you can just, Lycanroc around it, Boss around it, those 3 energies are going to be pretty
useless. What? I believe it was a Kukui. That's what I smoothed over to get the knockout here. And if you see the hand, we actually drew into the 2 Acerolas off the Kukui. So big 1-hit knockout there. And again, we're not in any danger. There's no White Kyurem in play. You're just going to go ahead and play Cynthia. Again, fresh 6. Maybe this is the time we go... Well, you can't even hit with the... Pheromosa. You can do high jump kick for 20. That's something. That is something. Soften up.
It sets up 2 hits. It sets up 2 shots. And that's... At this point, since you're so far behind, that's what you're going to have to bank on, is that, maybe he doesn't have a Lycanroc or a Boss, even though he's got Macargo. It's a very not great situation. That turn 2 knockout is just really bad.
For sure, and we do see the White Kyurem come into play. I also saw an Aqua Patch earlier, but again, is there any point to attach? Yeah, again, you're just going to go ahead and attach there to the Blitzel, just getting another pivot there. We haven't seen the Zib Striker come into play. And yeah, we're just going to see the high jump kick. Pheromosa 110 HP though, so we don't need the Devour Field or the Kukui to really take this knockout.
No, but again, you don't want to, right? Like, you want to be playing a Lycanroc here or a Boss's Orders on the Kyurem. You want to run away from this Wishful Baton as fast as you can.
For sure, for sure. And with Smooth Over, again, we have access to pretty much anything we want in the deck. And then it's just a matter of what else do we need? We're going to need a Guzma and the Devoured Field, right?
Yes, and or at the very, like, you're not upset with taking the Blitzel either, because you know in order for that White Kyurem to actually take a hit, you're going to need 2 Aqua Patches. One of them's burnt, and a Fire Energy, and 2 of those are down. So, like, you know, you're not upset with taking the Blitzel this turn either.
For sure. And we do see the Timer Ball come into play here. Just grabbing the Muck. I believe this is just Trade Father. Maybe we already have the Lycanroc already in hand. Again, if you're not familiar, Lycanroc with the Bloodthirsty Eyes ability, when you play this Pokemon to evolve one of your Pokemon, you essentially get to Catcher Up or Gust of Wind up a Pokemon from the bench. But we're just going to see an Acerola. Looks like we are just going to take a knockout here on the Pheromosa then.
Or maybe you are going for the Bloodthirsty Eyes, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Do we have... Oh, we even have the Devour Field. We had it all. The heal, the energy, and the Bloodthirsty Eyes. And taking a knockout there on the White Kyurem. Is there anything else you can do? You do have another one in hand.
Yep, and an Aqua Patch and a Fire Energy. But outside of that, there really isn't much.
Yeah, again, you're still 5 prizes. Your only knockout this game was the Weavile earlier. That means you still had to take a knockout on potentially 3 GXs. And definitely not a good spot.
And this just looks like a Guzma stall. There's a Guzma in the hand. You're going to hit this Kyurem for 60, no cards in hand. Yeah, this is...
Yep, I believe that we use the Field Crush attack for 30 damage, but since Marcargo is weak to water, that's why it's 60 there. Again, and all we need here is a Guzma. Get out of the active.
Smooth it over and trade it. It's all over but the shout at this point.
For sure. Maybe boss stalling, not the best plan against something that has access to literally everything in the deck. We don't even have to smooth over when we have it already in hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, you knew you were just going to get double Guzman out of game regardless. Like, it's so far behind.
For sure. Again,
this White Kyurem really just does lean on this, like, okay, I'm not gonna get KO'd turn 2 pretty easily, and I take a peek at the top deck, and that's it.
Yeah, that is game. So first game here does go to the Zoroark Weavile player. It is 1 game away from essentially winning the entire set, making it to the next round. Who do you think is favored here, despite Zoroark winning the first set?
I think we've this is one of the better matchups for White Kyurem in general. I think Zoroark decks are the thing that White Kyurem kind of feasts on. You get these good numbers early, like I said. You get an early Trinity Star off. You take a 2-shot on an early Zoroark, and then you have so much energy on the field, so many Wishful Batons, Choice Band, Shrine Ticks, the whole 9. Those all start adding up really quickly, and Zoroark just is a good matchup for it, but like we just saw, if you can't get the Arceus, if you get turn 2 KO'd, you can never find a Choice Band to put on there, or you're just going to run out of energies. It's one of those things. I think White Kyurem is favored. It's not by much. It is definitely close to as a 50-50 as you'd think.
For sure. And let's go ahead and see what both players open up here. Again, we've been talking about it all game, but we haven't quite seen it yet. The Arceus Prism Star has the Trinity Star attack. It does 30 damage, but and you get to attach the basic energy. The caveat there is you have to have a Grass, Water, and a Lightning Pokemon. That's why we are playing the Pheromosa and the Zebstrika.
Pheromosa there for just the Fury Retreat, and Zebstrika for draw power. This is before Zebstrika was really hot. Like, it was good. It was good. Zebstrika was good, but like Zoroark was just better, so why are you playing Zebstrika?
For sure, and we're just going to see here and attach the Wishful Baton going to the active and just a Cynthia. Not much in that opening hand, but let's see if we can get anything else here. We do see another White Kyurem. We have an attachment for turn Attachment to active is pretty safe. And a Nest Ball. Nest Ball, again, allowing you to find any basic Pokemon and put it onto your bench. We do see... I am eyeing the Arceus Prism Star there, but I think we don't have Blitzels. If I remember right, we didn't have any Blitzels. That's means
2 Blitzels prize.
Yes, that means there's no way to get this Trinity Star attack off at all. So at this point, we might just find ourselves a Pheromosa or just, another White Kyurem.
You could get the Arceus too. You can do the 30 damage, right? You can use this attack only. Nope, never mind. You cannot even do the 30 damage. So Arceus is useless. Zebstrike is useless. You're really just riding these White Kyurems and maybe a Pheromosa for pivot.
Yep. But again, at least we went first. We get the attachment for turn. We are an Aqua Patch and an attachment away from attacking. But you're just going to go ahead and open the Professor Elm. Just naturally, not having to Tapu Lele for it. Must be nice.
Yeah, Elliot tagging in, I think, this game. I wish my hands looked like I had a tall frame like Elliot.
But yeah, finding yourselves the Ditto Prism Star, Zorua, and the... What is that? The Lycanroc. the... Rockruff.
Which just got one of the cutest trainer gallery cards in Silver Tempest.
For sure. And yeah, I think here all we're missing is maybe an energy attachment for turn would be nice, because we know for a fact there are no pivots, or there's no switching options besides something like Guzma, right?
Yeah, and there it is. And a Guzma for Zoroark is not the biggest thing either way, because like you're trying to chase the energies, but with the Wishful Baton, like chasing energies isn't really effective.
Real quick, I remembered this discussion here because the card he has in hand is a Unit Energy, and Unit Energy does provide a dark color, and that means he actually does have access to something like Trickster GX, something I've never used on Zoroark, to be honest.
No, I don't think a lot of Zoroark players have ever announced Trickster GX. I mean, I'm sure there are people. leave a comment on the video if you've ever Trickster GX. That's what you're supposed to say.
Yeah, that's true. Right? That's true. Yeah, okay. And what was it? What did you copy?
What did you copy? That's today's question of the day.
But yeah, it's funny here at Trickster GX. You copy Freezing Flames for 80? That doesn't seem too good.
It's fun if you had a Rainbow Energy, double Rainbow Energy attached to Zoroark, you would do 160.
Oh,
because it's not basic fire energies, so it just says,
maybe that's the tech for this match.
That would be sick. That would be so cool.
But yeah, it looks like again to the White Kyurem player's turn, it's just an attach and a Field Crush for 30 damage onto a Sneasel. Not too good there, and we do see a double Zoroark just come into play. That means 4 cards. We're able to see 4 cards without having to use a supporter. Let's see what they decide to play here.
It might just be the 10 damage from the Freezing Flames. Oh no, he did get the Kukui.
Oh, he got the Kukui. That means
the Ultra Ball.
Does he have the... he needs one more Pokemon on the bench, though.
That's all he needed. Yeah, he didn't have it. He needed to draw it from the Kukui, and he just slams it and knows he's going to hit it.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, I'm going to hit Ultra Ball, a basic Pokemon here, no biggie.
For sure. And again, if you don't know what Zoroark, the Zoroark attack does, it is Ritus Beating. It's 20 times the amount for each of your Pokemon in play, so you cap out at 120. Yeah, and now with that Kukui, it's going to be 140. What are we looking for? Oh, it's the Ultra Ball, right?
The Ultra Ball for basic. And I think he's eyeballing a Lele, so he's got the next turn prepared.
That's true.
Or maybe it's just the Zoroark. Okay.
I think that is fine. I think you're going to draw 4 cards. Potentially, if you can evolve the Ditto to the Marcargo again, that's essentially it.
Yeah, it puts it out of reach pretty much.
Yeah, and there we go. We do see the double colorless energy go onto the Zoroark, and it's just going to be a Riotous Beating for 140 damage. Wishful Baton, again, passes all that energy onto its buddy, another White Kyurem. But what do we have here? We have another Wishful Baton. That means the train is still going.
But is
that no energy? Is that nothing? It's just...
No energy, no support. That's just another 30.
I mean, that's fine. We need to try and 2-shot this anyway, but... Even with the 30, that's not a 2-shot.
the counter energy down here is just such a bad manners thing. You're like, oh, I'm not going to need this game. I'm never going to be 100 prices.
Game.
I'll just trade this away. Yeah.
For sure. And yeah, We do see 3 Zoroarks in play. Very intimidating indeed. When we do get the energy, we get to do 160 damage. That's 198 damage total on that Zoroark. And I have a feeling I know what's coming here.
Yeah, there's an Acerola either going to be fished for or already in the hand. Yeah, there it is.
There it is, Acerola. Again, if you have a damaged Pokemon, just pick it up. Pick everything up. Gets the double colors back in the hand. That attaches it to the Zoroark. But we should be living this turn. Or is that... Did I just preemptively put that damage? Or
no, that was already there. Last turn you got hit for 120. And you drew, attached, and hit. Like, you're in full top deck mode. The top deck mode doesn't happen too lot in today's standards. So if you've never been in the situation, it can happen. Just the full waiting it out.
For sure. I mean, not every Pokemon can have the ability trade here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And
this just goes to show why Zoroark is so powerful in this format. It just like once you get 1 or 2 Zoroarks down, your entire deck is live. You have this feeling of, I can do whatever I want on my turn, especially when you get Macargo out and you have Lele on the bench. Like, you just can do whatever you want.
That is true. We could play, we could potentially, I might draw into the Enhance Hammer if I want Disruption. I could get a heal. Maybe I could get a Kukui to increase my damage. Yeah, the sky's the limit in the Zoroark for sure. Looks like we're just going to get the White Kyurem in play. We do get... we're forced to use our rescue strategy there for the first effect because we don't have anything else.
Did you know that a lot of people don't know this? The Rescue Stretcher is a reprint of an old card.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Pokemon Retriever from the lowercase EX era. So the Ruby Sapphire era. I'm trying to remember what exact set it's from, but it's exactly the same effect. 1 to the hand or 3 to the deck.
Interesting. I wonder why they didn't just reprint.
There's a lot of cards like that. Field Blower is Windstorm, right? That's an effect that already existed. I know that there's 2 or 3 others that I'm just not remembering.
I mean, Juniper into Professor's Research.
That's
an easy one.
Yeah.
I'm still very sad I can't play my Full Junipers.
Energy Removal 2 and Crushing Hammer are the same effect. There's a slew of others. Technically, Timer Ball is like a weird... less limiting version of Pokemon Breeder Fields. Because Pokemon Breeder Fields, you have to have the Pokemon in play to flip the double heads.
Yeah. Looks like here, again, the Zoroark player finds the Vire Field. We get to Lily. That's a supporter. Can we get anything else, though?
Yeah.
Oh, I do see an Ultra Ball.
Got that at least. Is this how you're supposed to commentate games that are just stomps? You just say fun facts about other things? Because I need the professional opinion here. I need the.
It's something to talk about for sure.
All right.
But yeah, this isn't over yet. I believe in the White Kyurem player here.
We can do it.
Again, the Let Loose Marshadow coming into play, one of the other most popular cards in the format. When you play it down, both players shuffle their hands, draw 4 cards. It is the great equalizer, except Zoroark can probably draw 4 more. And something...
It's the great equalizer early game. Against Zoroark, sometimes Zoroark's like, hey, thanks. You just, I needed some stuff to...
Yep.
Actually, no. Zoroark players would never hate things for that. What am I talking about?
We do get the Wishful Baton. This game is still live here. We do see the Ultra Ball, though. Are we finally going to see the Macargo finally come into play? There it is. I was kind of hoping it was Prize to give the White Kyurem player a chance here, but with the Macargo in play, they can it's just as easy now. Just find the Acerola they're probably going to need here, and they just get it.
Yeah. And that's going to put this game very, very far out of reach. Okay. I was like, did he
play a judge?
Yeah, I was freaking out. I was like, my guy. Elliot, my guy. You're better than this.
There you go. We do see the Acerola again. I feel like that's that and the Kukui are the only 2 supporters this Zoroark player has been playing.
Yep.
And yeah, there we're gonna see the knockout there. We're going to White Kyurem. What do we have here? We have the Cyrus Prism Star. Very interesting card here. When you have a water or a metal Pokemon in play, your opponent has to choose 2 bench Pokemon, and that's all they get to keep. That's one way back for sure. They
definitely
might not have the knockout.
Yeah, and that's the reason that Cyrus was played is that it gives Zoroark players this really awkward thing. If you pair this with a knockout too, right? If you get a choice belt and the ping damage necessary, it's devastating for Zoroark players. But since you have Macargo in trade, how devastating can it really be?
That's true. Again, all the Zoroark player has to do here is fill up the bench, and they essentially take a knockout on the lone Kyurem in play. We do already see 2. Smooth over for the last one.
Yeah. And if you haven't pitched all your Elms, you can always just smooth over for Elms.
That's fair.
And just get right back up for this.
You know, I didn't even think of that when I used it. I just used it.
Yeah, like
I kind of had hope, but I didn't think of the Elms. That is true.
I think all of his Elms were gone by this point, but like, yeah,
there it is.
He's
gonna even heal.
Acerola. Acerola to boot. Yeah, this is over.
All we have left is more Shadow. We're just gonna finish the game here. And with that, Zoroark Weavile is gonna be the winner for this round, and they get to progress in the bracket. So for everyone rooting for the Zoroark Weavile, congratulations. What did you think of any final thoughts on the match here, Alex?
I wish it could have been better. White Kyurem is one of my favorite decks in this format, but just some unfortunate things happening. A really aggressive start game 1 and just a brick game 2, and the doubles at Blitzel being prized. It's just an unfortunate way to see.
For sure. I really wanted to see the Arceus Prism Star come in and play. I think that is a very interesting card for sure. But again, congratulations to the Zoroark deck. But again, stay tuned, guys. We still have so many more games here in the Sun and Moon to Lost Thunder bracket. We'll see you all next time.